You know you can be a better leader, right?
Dearly beloved, we are their well-being.
What's going on, good people? It's your man Rashad checking in one time. So listen, I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this channel for a really long time. And it finally hit me. Why don't I do what I do on stage, but just bring it here, bring it into a more intimate setting so that folks can really get the value and really get what they need. For those of you who do not know, I am Rashad Rayford. I am the owner of Elevate Your Vibe. It is a non-traditional speaking company where I blend inspirational speaking, spoken word poetry, business insights to help companies tell more consistent and concise stories. I have keynoted over 200 stages and work for various companies throughout the Fortune 500 and beyond. And I am excited to be here with you guys today as we move forward with this new and improved YouTube channel, doing what we do, how we do it, when we do it, and why we do it. All right, so listen, I decided I wanted to do it like this. I get asked a lot of questions on stage that I don't get to answer immediately. And I have like all these questions that have been just sitting in my inbox, or questions that have just been sitting around. And I was like, listen, why don't I take them to YouTube and answer them? So this is what we're going to be doing on this channel, is we're going to be answering these questions every week. It'll be in this long format, three minutes or longer. So if you're looking for something quick, short, not here, not this, we're really going to be diving into how we can really help companies and help people grow their business and grow what they do. So I'm going to be answering 3 questions every week. And again, the content will change depending on the questions, but it'll also change depending upon what we want to talk about. So you can also hit me up, info@Rashad the Poet. If you have questions, if you have something that you want to say to me, definitely reach out and we'll get it answered here on the channel. All right, so we're going to jump in. 3 questions the first week. So the first question is, how do I inspire my teams to share their authentic stories without fear or judgment? It's a great question. And for me, I think the number one thing a leader can do to help inspire their team to share stories is to share stories. You know what I mean? Like, if you share stories as a leader, it just gives us the permission as the employee to fall right in line in anything. Check this out. This is a key moment, key elevation moment right now, right? I would have alarms going off if I wanted to, but this is a key elevation moment. When you as the leader, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Make sure you get in here. Come here. When you as the leader set the tone for what you want, that's what you'll get. Drop the mic. Listen, I'm not saying it in a way that makes it super difficult to understand, okay? If you want to be a jerk, then you're setting the tone for your employees to also follow along in that way. If you want to be transformational, then you're setting the tone for everybody to follow along in that way. So how can you inspire your team to share stories without fear or judgment? Share your story without fear or judgment. Okay, you set the tone for what is going to be acceptable in the business as a leader. Okay, you set the tone. All right, question number 2. What's the best way to balance vulnerability and authority as a leader? I would say the best way to do that is by being confident. Okay, being confident and then being honest. So we live in this age where people get confused between like confidence and arrogance, right? There's this thin line that people sometimes want to teeter-totter back and forth on. But a great leader is super confident, and that confidence shows. It exudes through who they are, through their actions, through how they lead. So confidence is number 1. But I have always loved leaders who were honest. I worked for a company once, and the leader was like, hey, you know, I love working with you guys. I love having you around. But honestly, probably in about 2 weeks, it's probably going to be a shakeup. And I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I can't say for sure if everybody's going to be here. He didn't have to do that. But he was like, listen, y'all work so hard for me. Y'all do such a great job. I don't want to just say, hey, y'all show up on Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, sorry, guys, no job. Even though he had known for a while. So like honesty in a job, honesty in a leader is unmatched, because it really shows your character as a person. So how can you be vulnerable and show authority, the balance between authority and vulnerability as a leader? Be confident, be honest, and then that will allow the vulnerability that you have to shine through in not only yourself, but also in others as well. So those are 2 things I would definitely say will help you with that. And the third and final question is, how do you turn team failures into powerful narratives of growth? All right. So check it out. This is some things that a lot of people don't like to hear, but I live by this, and I need you to understand it. Failure is a part of life. Okay. I'm outside. I'm looking for the failure. Where's the failure at? Where is it? You got it over there. Let me get like a 6-pack of that failure. Why? Because the failure only makes me stronger. It's a mindset thing. And as a leader, you really have to instill that into your people, because the best failures sometimes reap the best innovation. Because if I'm afraid to fail, then I'm afraid to move forward to the next step. I'm afraid to push the company forward. As a leader, that is your job, to push innovation in your company, to push forward thinking ideas in your company. So I need you to fail. Now I understand there are some risk averse businesses where you cannot fail. You cannot make any mistakes. I understand that. But there still needs to be spaces and places where we have the freedom to just mess up. You know what I mean? Like, we have the freedom to just say or do things that help push us forward, but also maybe we don't get right every single time. So the best way to help with failure is to have folks look at the bigger picture. There are very few failures in our lives that are catastrophic failures, especially in the workplace. It can be really damaging. It can be really bad. But most of the time, the failures that we make are not catastrophic, life-altering failures. And so if they're not that, then we should really retrain our mind to say, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to do the best I can. And whatever happens, happens. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to put in the work. But if I fail, so be it. But at least I did what I needed to do. Now I can learn the lesson and I can correct it for the next time. We teach our children this all the time. We tell them, do the best you can. Don't worry. Just do the best you can. But when we become adults, it's like, oh no, if you fail, you suck. And it's like, that's not the case. Failure is a part of life. All right. So we got to learn how to just move past those things and grow to where we're trying to go. All right. So listen, those are 3 questions that we got answered this week. We got 3 more coming next week. We're going to keep this ball rolling right along, because we are elevating. We are not hesitating in 2025. We are pushing forward with everything we have. I need you to like, subscribe, share this video if it added value to you. Hopefully it can add value to someone else. If you're looking for a keynote speaker, definitely feel free to reach out. I would love to see how I can impact your business and help your company continue to grow, bring that energy, bring those business insights, blend it with a little bit of spoken word poetry and a little bit of entertainment, and make it do exactly what it needs to do. Until next time, I'm going to leave you with peace.